Basically, the Department of Crop Development is mainly aimed at the promotion and production of crops for food and nutrition security, and also for income at both household and national level. And in this case, under Agro-Biodiversity, we are mainly focusing mainly on the underutilized and neglected crops. In this case, because these crops, it has been observed that they play an important role in food security, since most of them, they are indicated to be good in terms of performance towards the climate challenge factor which the country is facing. As a department in this country, what we are doing, we are also promoting the seed multiplication through community seed person program, mainly for most of these neglected crops, and also mostly for the indigenous vegetable crops such as amaranthus and the like. And also in terms of these other crops which are neglected, as a department, we don't work in isolation. We also work in hand with other sectors such as the WFP. There are some other crops which are neglected, but they have shown potential to marketing capabilities. For example, we have got the sesame crop, which has shown a very good potential for markets. And as of now, we are working hand in hand with this WFP and other sectors such as ADMAD, and including the agricultural research sector for Malawi.
I think at this high level, definitely it would be important to flag out the challenge as this policy direction that I think our people have tried to highlight. The work we are doing on Agro-Biodiversity has to be supported by policy. Now, as of now, we don't know. We don't know what exactly, how is that policy going to look like? And we know in other countries that things are trying to come up with policy strategies and so forth. But I think we're being too cautious in Malawi not to do what others are doing by being careful. I think the way that SEPA presented, it's a way to go to look into the existing policies. What are they saying about Agro-Biodiversity? What are they not saying about Agro-Biodiversity? And then from there, I think we can engage a wider audience to make a decision as to we need a policy, or with the evidence of generated, what are we going to do?
And there are 2-3 issues that you should try to highlight. What are the guiding policies and legal frameworks for seed food systems and agro-biodiversity? Observation in respect to your institution. Then how well are these being implemented and the associated challenges, if any, that hinder their effectiveness? Then is your institution part of the ongoing reforms, advocacy, efforts aimed at improving agro-biodiversity conservation?
The department is one of the arms under the Ministry of Agriculture. So in terms of guiding policies, usually the department follows what the agricultural policies are. And each and every policy that is leading to what's being discussed here, the department is keen and is undertaking all the necessary measures so that all the necessities are implemented. Challenges that are being met. The main issue towards agro-biodiversity, as I mentioned earlier on, that our department mainly focuses on the issues pertaining to the neglected or underutilized crops. In most cases, there are challenges in terms of availability of seed or planting materials. Also, in terms of some of these crops, they are very marketable, but in terms of the good marketing arrangements, they are not there, or they are not all that tangible in reality.
We mainly look at the national policies that we have, as well as the international policies that are there. because Malawi is not an island, it's a signatory to various international laws. For example, there was mention of the international treaty for plant genetic resources for food and agriculture, which mandates the government to recognize the rights of farmers that they have, the right to sell their seed, to exchange, to sell their seed, the right to participate in various legal discussions on seed, the right to protection of their knowledge. So we leverage on that. And in addition to that, we also look at our national policies. For instance, one of it is the NAPSA, National Strategy of Biodiversity. Though it has expired, but I understand that it's being reviewed. The current one is coming. So those areas, they emphasize the importance of conserving biodiversity, recognizing its importance in livelihood. The ecosystem services what we get from them. So we do contribute to that together with our partners, the Center for Environmental Policy and Advocacy, as well as the government fund of Norway.
We've been advocating for standalone policy, even Agro-Biodiversity. 4 years ago, that's when we started offering that course, but then we've noted that we don't have a standalone policy on Agro-Biodiversity, and then we've been advocating for that we should have it, but it is not our responsibility out there. It should be government that should actually support to have an agroforestry standalone policy that we can actually use, just like we've mentioned. We've done a lot of research in terms of this, in terms of neglected and identified species. Some of the challenges that we've been having are like stigmatization in terms of consumption of this. Out there, quite a lot of people feel like most of these products that we are advocating for, Amaranthus, Cleome, Bambara, and the like, they are for people that are quite poor and the like. But then of late we noted that those that are even elite are the ones that prefer that.
As the investment of specific policy in Agro-Biodiversity, but I think the design policy which is driving the work one is doing. As I say, we've moved from just focusing industrial agriculture. Now we're going to include Agro-Biodiversity, Agro-Ecology, that type of farming. So to us, it's a good shift. But I think the most important thing really we are doing on policy is that policy analysis, so that we can inform the work we are doing on Agro-Biodiversity. And I think the other research that we are doing, which is government fund information area on, so this overwhelming research on farmer management system. Again, it's a research that we're doing, which is bringing some results which will help get against the policy. Do we need only informal, do we need only a formal citizenship in Malawi, or can have both? Can they exist shelters like that? To label in private. So I think this research is really going to tell us to inform the policy what we need in Malawi.
About that, we shouldn't end on production only. We should also consider issues of market, because that contributes a lot. If the market is really ready, our farmers will actually be encouraged to produce the crops which we are talking about here, the utilized ones. I think apart from that, we should also consider the nutrition part of it. These indigenous crops we are talking about, they're highly nutritious. And in our case, we shouldn't simply aim on production only, but we should also go further how to utilize this production in that Agro-Biodiversity.
Like for the new seed act, for it going forward, we need to have Malawi better profit. That would be possible to enforce that way. And now, like this year, we have really the farmers. This year, most farmers are protected on the land, and they see they have not benefited. A lot of farmers are complaining. Others say that I don't need to overbudget. If you really go to the field, you see that there are so many conditions. That means the real product. So that's a very big challenge. It needs political will. Because now we are hoping that maybe how fast can the Malawi better authority established. So some of these challenges can be eliminated. Yeah, and the other issue is these parallel systems, the informal and formal. How best can they work together or compete? Yeah. That's also a big challenge, and this one needs to be looked at a broader perspective. Because if we just bring things anyhow, we also bring chaos to the system.
Yes, moving forward, I think we need to look into this draft strategy that is we are currently working on, see how best and how the issues we are raising here, conservation, research, and also the complementarity of the formal and informal system. What is it that needs to be done for the lives to move from the formal to the dark side? I think that's where we need to really focus on. How is one really to the other? How do we upgrade what is in the informal, as we call it, to go into the formal issues like doing the better driver selection, and are there any other strategies that can likewise help in strengthening the system by the way of formalizing what we are calling informal now?
Yeah, thanks very much for such kind of contributions. Before I give again an opportunity to the audience, there's one main issue that I've picked out. Apart from government institutions, all non-governmental institutions rely on existing government institutions. And their role is just to advocate for inclusion of certain issues in the maintenance of the government policy frameworks.
I think through observation together that the migrant staff do not pursue the law of violence. So much so that it's like when you pursue that, even the communities are not ready. If they can event, they can event secretly. I don't know whether the giants realizes that or observe that. I don't know if you are really too honest. People have negative reaction in terms of war violence.
Because we work at global level as well. And the message that we find there is not what we are hearing in this room. So it's so much encouraging to hear from guys that they actually have that impact as part of their training programs for extension staff, that they should also be mindful and they should support farmers in issues of promoting local farmers and varieties. That, and I take it as one of the takeaways from this question.